Borderlands. This game, obviously a little bit awkward in the sitting position, but you can change the functionality for that. It can adjust to how hard you want to hit it. As you can see, there's a little bit of a what would be the word? Balance problem. The game tilts a little bit when you look around, so it's best for you to avoid that.
Almost there. I can fix it.
You also got to be careful with that, because it'll fuck your shit right up. Alright, well, I want the pistol. I like my current rifle. I might want it. Oh wait, I think I just leveled up or some shit. Let's go. Sure. Just throw it at some things. Oh yeah, click and drag. I keep forgetting that I can do that. Oh, okay, so my field rifle is actually better than that. Good to know. But I think I want to use this. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Buy from me if you want to live.
Yeah, that's a bit frustrating. Unlike Skyrim, I feel like the interface for this could use a little bit more polish. Like, if you didn't play Skyrim before the VR version, I think you wouldn't be wrong for mistaking that it was built for VR. Because it goes very well with it.
Thanks for the scratch.
Oh, alright. That was fun. I will say, though, a lot of the stuff that you have has more significance. Like, I care way more about the guns than I did last time I played Borderlands, which was 3. Like, it matters when you're trying to fire this fucking thing. It's not as fun if it isn't working a certain kind of way. Like, you gotta really... It's less about the RPG elements than it is in the normal version. I'm just trying it out. Trying to see what kinds of attacks I can get away with. That's always fun. You squeeze the left trigger for closing the grouping or using scopes, depending on the weapons. The controls are relatively simple. Borderlands is never a complicated game. The grenades go where you point. You press a specific button for that. Now see, that's one of the advantages. It takes a little getting used to. You have to change play styles, but that's kind of what makes this more fun, you know? Like, Borderlands has gotten a bit stale. It's kind of hard to mix the gameplay up because what can you really do? You can tweak stuff, you know, you can improve it, make it a little better in some ways, but, you know, Borderlands 2 is the pinnacle. So all they're really trying to do from here on is recapture it. But this changes the game. It has the same appeals as the vanilla Borderlands, or whatever you want to call it, but it plays completely differently. It relies on your accuracy and skill. It's much more engaging. But it also has clunkier controls. So I guess the best way to put it is, like, the flaws help distinguish it from the original.
Damn it. Oh, sorry.
Just like the ways in which it's better.
A man named Scooter controls these catch-a-ride machines. He may be short a few
Switching the guns and reloading is pretty easy and intuitive.
He's locked the station to prevent the bandits from using it.
It's not too hard to figure out how to fire with everything.
If you can attach its interface adapter to the catch-a-ride,
And I'd say a lot of the time your accuracy is better. Being able to use that BAMF mode helps make up greatly for your inability to turn on a dime. You know, it's not console controls, but it doesn't really need to be. I think that if you have trouble adjusting,
just attach the adapter onto the catch-a-ride, and I'll get you a free car.
Need to try harder or something. I don't know. I don't think it's very hard. Like, slow everything down, move faster. Like, if anything, this game is easier. Allows me to play with even more reckless abandon than I normally do. That's why I like playing something like the Necromancer or Axton, because I like being able to just run in there, because I'm not very good.
Rescinding lockdown.
The scale is nice. And you know what? Looking at the hand is nice. They used to have things like this, like fucking toys. You put your hand in it and pull the fingers. I know I'm not the only person who knows that shit.
Cool. Try requesting another car.
Oh. This is interesting. Okay, so this is boost. Firing. Alright. Well, I failed that.
You should now be able to digistruct a car from any
Just
catch-a-ride
tilt your
station.
mover.
Now use one to jump that gap.
Which one is the mover? I'm confused. Oh, okay. So it uses the same fucking movement controls. It just described it badly. How do I move backwards? Okay. So that just chooses direction. This is clunky as shit, but I will say it does look cool. Borderlands was never known for having good vehicles. Catch a ride? Yeah, this is definitely, so far, I'd say the weakest point. But, again, Borderlands has never had good vehicles. And first person, if I'm not mistaken, is not something that vehicles normally have. So they had to build this shit from the ground up, and clearly they struggled. Just like I'm struggling here trying to drive this stupid shit. Alright. Let's see if I can pull this off. Alright. Good enough, I guess. Ooh, Roland. The soldier that we're all supposed to care about for some reason. Oh, this is cool. So I control that shit with my vision. I feel like I'm driving a mech suit or some shit.
forgot to mention dignity.
Okay. So, I will say the mechanism of firing and driving almost makes up for how clumsy the actual driving itself is. It's just looking at shit and blasting it. It's pretty dope. So like with everything else, I guess, the limited mobility is made up for with improved accuracy. Oh, shit. That was some Jurassic Park shit right there. At least I assume it was. I have not seen that movie in a while. Oh. Alright. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's one thing about this set I definitely appreciate. Rocks were a pain in the ass in the original game, and in all the other ones. Ugh, that voice. I do not remember her sounding like that. What was I doing? Right. Blathering on about some stupid shit. Ooh. How do I get out of this fucking thing? Still circle, thank God.
Let us in, Grinder. We're only gonna kill every last one of you.
Ooh, this is slow. Oh yeah, it's a Captain Flint gun. This thing has a crazy mag. You son of a bitch! Okay, I guess I can afford to use the bullet group closing. The reason I don't always use that, and the reason you probably wouldn't either, is because it makes it so you can't move as quickly, which is annoying. Hell yeah. Micromanced the shit out of that.
Never getting into Sanctuary, you bloodshot skaglings. Hold up. You're a Vault Hunter. Just a second. Roy wanted to talk to you. Let me echo it.
I will waste the ammo on those shots.
Oh. So you're the one I've been hearing all this radio chatter about.
I don't care.
I used to be a Vault Hunter like you.
Then you took an arrow to the knee, you stupid fucker.
When I get back to Sanctuary. For now, I need your help. My men tell me Corporal Reese hasn't returned the power core that we need to keep the city shields running. Bring Reese back to Sanctuary, and you'll have earned your place in the Raiders.
Woo! Texas!
Roland's contacted you? Good. Listen to what he says. He can help us defeat Jack.
Okay, can I get the fuck out of here and get a... Oh no, I gotta go do some stupid shit. Listen to this static. I hope that this is just an effect of the area I'm in, because it sounds like shit. I'm abandoning the vehicle. Okay, so I guess it's not an audio glitch. It still sounds like shit, though.
Jack here, reminding you all not to worry your pretty little heads about those earthquakes. See, with every tremor, my drone gets closer to the
Damn!
to freedom, order, and
That's what I like about these rifles. They got some real accuracy. See, in main Borderlands, it was always about the Molly 1. Gotta get that elemental damage, but here, Jacobs makes a pretty nice gun. Don't give a shit about elemental if I can actually hit what I'm shooting at. Whoo! Yeah, that barrel's way too high. Here we go. I do not like this fucking noise. Really grinding my ears. Yeah, so of all the PSVR games that I've played, I would have to say this is definitely the most nausea-inducing one. That effect, I don't know if you can see it, but the world kinda tilts from side to side as you move. It doesn't do that in Skyrim, for example. It's not a good example. What would be the word here? Let me not just fucking talk out my ass. It does not make the port look very well made. I have to assume that this one was lazier than the Skyrim one. And I'm only comparing the two because there aren't a whole lot of ports. There are games that are just straight up VR compatible, and then there are VR specific games. There are not very many games that are ported that I know of. Because if there were more that I knew of, I would want them. But I'm just working with this one in Skyrim as far as ports go. Give me something to shoot. Oh shit, my Necromancer's out the way.
Reese is in trouble? Find him, soldier.
I think I might have hit him once or twice, but I'm just trying to test the limits on his accuracy. Please don't please tell me I don't have to jump anything. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Like, trying to get headshots and shit like that was a lost cause for me in the normal one. But I can aim much better with this. Not saying I can aim well, but better. Maybe VR just suits my play style better. I got fine motor issues, but I also just like the immersion. It feels less MMO-y in terms of the shooting and the gameplay and stuff. Damn, he a big bitch. Right, it's not Skyrim, I gotta use specific hand. To be clear though, I'm sitting and I'm doing so in a lazy way. So just standing there, come on man. Just move around a little bit.
Vault Hunter. Didn't think I rated that much of a rescue. One of those psychos ran off with the power core. Without it, Sanctuary will be defenseless. Get that core back to Sanctuary.
Give me your damn loot. Well, I guess I found Corporal Rice.
He was one of the first Crimson Lancemen I recruited to the Raiders. Get that power core back.
Oh
While
shit,
you're at it, kill some bandits.
there's rocks.
That's what he would have wanted.
Kill Bloodshots.
Waypoint. Sometimes your echo device can't find the precise location of what you're looking for.
Right.
Search the area marked by the big-ass green circle on your minimap. Your objective
I've learned to tune those things out by now. One thing that could definitely use improvement is that I can't run. I'm sure the teleporting would be faster, but I just am not a fan of that style of VR. Sometimes you get a headshot that impresses yourself.
Jack won't destroy Sanctuary today, at least. Welcome to the Crimson Raid. Damn it. I'm being attacked. I'll see you.
Oh shit, it's huge. Like, I remember them being big, but fuck. This is like when I played the Kingdom Hearts VR and found out their feet are like 1.5 feet long, tall. What word would you use? They have giant motherfucking feet. Like 1.5, 2 times the size of my feet. It's insane. They address a lot of things in that game, but they do not address foot size. I'm trying to see how much close-up shooting I can get away with. Like, if I just gank him right in front of me, how close can I be to hit him? It's something worth testing. Because games like this and Skyrim were important for me because they have longevity. You can put a lot of time into Borderlands and Skyrim. And this has, you know, the shooting gallery appeal, where Skyrim is just a deep, multifaceted experience. I'm going to clear out this camp and I'm going to move on. Ooh, that was satisfying. I think killing bloodshots is why I'm here. You know, for some reason I thought I was getting something. Oh, right, there's a fucking... one of those fucking things, the weapons... I think it's like the trunk of a car. Jesus. Yeah, I will say about Borderlands 3, I feel like they did improve the enemy types. Yep, trunk of a car. Oh, I thought it was mostly ammo. I complete the objective. Oh, one more. There we go.
Lost a good man today, but I'm sure he's going to be happy to know how quickly you wiped out those bloodshots.
Oh. I much approve of her. Like having this it's better than having a turret. Not just because it's not tied down, but it seems like it does more damage. Can focus better on the individual targets. Which, you know, it's not that it's not useful to get a good spray down, but it's even more useful to actually have something that'll kill people. You know, if I had a turret that operated like Torbjorn, then Axton would definitely be my choice, but it's no Torby. Alright, so, oh yeah, that's the jumping. Jumping's nice. Feels very lofty. Like it felt when I first played the Borderlands games. Anyway, signing off.